So I painted the beams and now I'm working on the panels that are going to go in there so I can have an exposed beam area. I gotta paint them white, and right now I'll show you what they are. They're fence posts. They're pretty thick. They're like $2 each, and instead of getting that expensive stuff, I decided to just sweep these of all the debris that usually fence posts have, because they're rough cuts, and then once you paint it, no big deal. And they're pressure treated, so they'll definitely last. And this is what I'm working on now, and I will continue to show you the results. So this is the blue wall. Not wall. I painted the beams. I painted the beams blue, and then we're gonna make the roof white. So I'm painting these boards white. They're, I think, a 1/4 inch thick or something, half inch thick or something. So yeah, we're gonna put those up here, and it's gonna look real good, real nice. And you'll see the contrast. So we're going for that old cottage look, right? So this is the pattern, and then I'm just gonna fill everything in, and I'm just gonna go down the whole thing with this pattern for the ceiling. And it's just gonna look really rustic, but also cool because I have the contrasting blue, antique blue and white, and so it'll still look bright and fresh once everything is covered. So this is what we're doing, and to make it easy on myself, so I just grab a piece of wood of my choosing. Yeah, I'll just use this piece. Well, actually, I was going to use this piece, so I'm going to use this piece. And so, you just kind of follow the pattern, and then, put it up, and then stick another one, then, mark it for the center, or, just continue. And then, yeah, that's kind of what we're doing here. It doesn't have to be perfect, because we kind of want that antique or vintagey feel, so with like a fresh twist. So that's kind of what we're doing here, and I will show you when it's almost done. And by the way, I'm using this brad nailer with 1-inch nails to nail everything in. I definitely need to be careful when I go up in the loft, because I'll probably get nicked with some nails. But hey, I'm using a 1-inch because the 3/4 were way too small. It wouldn't go through. They're way too small. So the other ones I had were way too long. It was like 1 1/4 inches. And so the 1 inch is just perfect because this together is an inch. So I'd say I may not get stabbed at all. So that should be good with the plywood. Hopefully the plywood is pretty thick. So yeah, that's, yeah, I'm using this Airstrike Ryobi 18-volt battery brad nailer. It works pretty good. It's pretty powerful. You can change the power, how far you want it to, like if you want it to hit heavy or just hit light, just depending on the kind of wood you're working with. If you want to, like, you know, if it's a very delicate wood, you don't want to crack it, you can change it, whatever. So yeah. Hello, kitty cat. Yeah. So it is starting to come together completely. We got one more whole thing to do, and we just finished up this panel. So this is how it looks right now. It's pretty cool. So we're just working on it. Yeah. So finishing up this last panel here. We have a few more to do, but I just wanted to make a note of kind of how I was also helping myself, creating a guide and like matching up pieces of the wood. So like this piece is gonna go right there, and the other piece is the matching piece to it, so it's a continuous pattern on each board. And then, you know, you remove that 2 inches between and get your pieces. So when I put them up, the patterns will all match up on each board. And as you can see, it is now complete. It took a grand total of, I think, around, give or take, 30 of these boards, these fence boards, these 6x6 fence boards, and I cut them up to the size I wanted. So each board is roughly around 10 inches, 10.5 inches, give or take. And this is what was created out of all of that. It looks pretty cool. So yeah, definitely an idea to save some money and something to cover a smaller space like a cabin or whatever. And, you know, just come up with a pattern and, you know, make the cuts. So this is what I did, and I hope this can give you a little inspiration on your project.